This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And his first pass is incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers.
This is too easy right here.
This is
too easy.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long. Way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A.J. Brown, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Nick Vanette His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that'll give them a 1st. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Rodgers pass.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st.
13 on the play.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Number 14.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's good. for a great
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Check, 45's the mic. Yo.
Now Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
Rodgers pass.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Let's get that ball right here. Watch the twist.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Third and goal.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Flush. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost. That's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Get your swerve on. 25. Check 25. Check 25. 70 Lion. Buffalo 18.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain
And this
of
was
20.
a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
47-yard line.
58. Mike.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Richard Sherman.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
Rodgers
7
pass.
yards there on the first
Complete
down
to
screen
Aaron
play.
Jones.
For a second there, I thought that
It's
might
a
break
gain of
big.
7.
Screen
Brings up
pass.
second
Looked
and
like it was
3
coming together.
at the
Looked like there was an
36-yard
opening.
line.
Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flushed out right.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting into first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check back again.
Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and for the first time, get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
1st down, Minnesota.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 5.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Good.
Bailey got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job. Finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
38-yard line.
Now Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback is sacked.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why you call play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Is a turnover on down.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
Lets it fly for Thielen. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Aaron Rodgers.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
To Aaron Jones.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 1 at the Vikings' 15-yard line.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's another Green Bay
I like watching the wide
Packer.
receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play.
First
Because
and
guess
goal
what?
at the
The guy
9-yard
catching the ball,
line.
he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now left side on the swing pass. And the Packers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Complete to Aaron
All
Jones.
defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Rolling to his right. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have moved out in front.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it leads now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
5-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10. Escaping the pressure right, and that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 4 yards the
Madison.
gain, and it'll bring up a
It's
third
gain
down.
of 4.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to
third
earn
down.
veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to
Complete
get
to
the third down
Ezekiel Elliott.
conversion. It's a gain of 11 as the
on the
Vikings
play.
pick up the first.
And the Vikings first down.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he'll push
Ezekiel
this forward
Elliott,
only
the
to
ball
about the
carrier.
42-yard line.
He's brought down at the
2
42
yards on the
line.
carry there, and it'll be second
2
down.
yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
They'll look to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned
The Packers
every time you
take
throw an
over
interception
first
if you
and
do
10
things the right
at
way.
their own 22-yard line.
Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
A big pickup of 38.
I love football lingo, the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
Double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing, offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. 7 yards, the pickup there. Three yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there. And it's third and short. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's going to have a Packers first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and a right in a yard. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slow with that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Flush to his right. Smith catches left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Flushed out right. He can run. The ball comes out. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted.
That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And it's up and good.
Makes the score Packers 34, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field.
Now second
That'll
and
bring
10
up second down.
25-yard line.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got the tight end, Vanant. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll set up to throw. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's caught inside the 35. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
A loss of 11 yards. It's 3rd down and goal.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Escaping the pressure right. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Forced, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Preston Smith. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Over.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Let's go.
They'll go again to Jones. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Here's J.K. Scott now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is, in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Green Bay, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.